Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different than usual. For those of you who do not know, recently popular MMORPG WIZARD101 has been hacked. Now, I used to be quite the enthusiast for this game, and basically the rundown of the situation is that an employee who was mad at the company that he worked for, KingsIsle Entertainment, the creators of the game, hacked WIZARD101 and has been sending out a bunch of inappropriate messages to the community. And frankly, I think it's hilarious, probably the funniest thing that's ever happened regarding this game. So, my brother actually found this tier list online for the comments that have been sent out, and I said, screw it, why not? I'm gonna make a tier list video ranking these comments. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. So the tiers in this list from best to worst are Exalted, Nice, Meh, Cringe, and finally at the bottom we have Fizzle. Alright, now right off the bat, we already start with absolute brilliance in the form of shit fuck. Our angry employee combines these two words in such an inspirational and beautiful manner, it makes my wee-wee tingle just simply by reading it. I also enjoy the subtle theme regarding the consequences of the invention of the crayon. This is easily an exalted tier. Alright, so the next message we're giving is I fucking hate my job. So this message is not as eloquent as the first message, I would say. It's rather simple. It doesn't have any underlying tones or themes. So for that reason alone, I'm going to have to bump it down. However, I do think it does a pretty good job at getting its point across, so I'm going to be placing it in the meh tier. Alright, so the next message we're given is KingsIsle is the worst company I have ever worked for. I know you guys can't see the whole message, but that's what it says. Now, like its predecessor, I do think that this one is rather bare bones. However, unlike its predecessor, the angry employee has made the text white instead of the basic dark text. So for the variety, I'm going to bump this one up and put it in the nice tier. The next message we have is touch the fountain to get crowns. Do not fall for this message. I went to my local park, went into the lake, and swam to the center where the fountain was. I got no crowns, I just got banned from the park. This is absolutely a lie, fizzle tier. Alright, so the next message we have is, guys, I need to run. So what I like about this message is that it's very ambiguous. It really leaves the reader asking, run from what? I've been sitting here for 3 hours and I still can't figure it out. I like that the message is open to interpretation, but my brain hurts because of it, so I'm going to be placing it in the nice tier. So the next message we're given is, the next world is my boss's asshole. Now, frankly, if I think this is true, it is an absolute genius strategy from KingsIsle Entertainment. You see, all of the worlds in WIZARD101 thus far have been based off of other cultures throughout the world or mythologies, and this would be a great step in the right direction because we've never seen a world in the game based off of a body part, right? And I think it's important to remember that for a company to survive, they need to take risks and adapt to the future. So I think it's a great move of KingsIsle to make the next world his boss's asshole. I think it's going to be a risk, but I think it's a really fantastic idea, and I can't wait to see how it goes. Definitely gonna put this one in exalted tier. Okay, so the next message that we're given is email support@wizard101.com so I can get a raise. I really think this message brilliantly details the struggle of the working class, many of whom work long, tiresome jobs just to barely get by. I think this is a very real problem in our country, and I really salute this angry employee for calling it out. Because of this, I'm going to be putting this message in exalted tier. So next up we have the highly anticipated sequel to Shitfuck, that being of course Fuck. Now the unfortunate truth of the matter is that Fuck simply did not live up to the greatness and absolute brilliance of its predecessor Shitfuck, like most sequels. The unfortunate truth is that taking away the shit and just leaving the fuck completely ruins the dynamic. The reason the first message was so great in the first place was because shit and fuck played off of each other so well. That was why it was so good. But all things considered, fuck is still a relatively decent message, just not as good as its predecessor, so for that reason alone I will be putting it in the meh category. Okay, so the next message that we're given is, the wizard police are after me. Now technically speaking, there's nothing really wrong with this message. It doesn't do anything wrong per se. However, the simple truth of the matter is that it doesn't take any risks. There's no real emotion behind it, no hidden meaning for anyone to unpack. It's honestly pretty bare bones in my opinion, so for that reason I'm going to be putting it in the meh category. Alright, so the next message we got is,
my name is Walter Hartwell White. I live at 308 Negra Arroyo Lane, Albuquerque, New Mexico, 87104. This is my confession.
I don't think I could possibly put into words just how amazing and beautiful this message truly is. Before I read this message, I was homeless. I'm now worth $1 billion. This message has changed my life. It is fantastic and I love it, and I just wish I could put it in a tier of its own because frankly, it belongs in its own tier, way above Exalted. But unfortunately, the highest tier we have is Exalted, so I'm going to be putting it in Exalted. Alright, so the next message we're given is just an apology from King's Isle Entertainment. There's not really anything worthy of talking about here, or worthy of award or anything. It's pretty boring, all things considered. However, it is nice of them to give out a free compensation of 60,000 crowns, so for that reason alone, I'm gonna move it from Fizzle tier to Cringe tier. Alright, and the next message we have is, Join Builders Club, it's free! Now, personally, I myself love building, as you guys know. I used to actually go by the name Expert Builder 1000 on YouTube, and then I changed my name to Jake the Builder MC before finally deciding on Superstitious SW. So I love building, and I also love things that are free. Other than that, though, there really isn't anything special about this, so I'm just going to place it in the nice tier. Alright, so the next message that our angry employee sends out is dick and balls. Now, having a dick myself as well as a pair of balls, this message really hits home for me. However, I'm trying to judge this from an objective standpoint, and I see no mention of any female genitalia here, which I personally find inherently misogynistic. So for that reason, I'm going to be placing dick and balls in the fizzle category. So the next message looks like the end, right? It's another message from King's Isle, this time saying the person with rogue access has been dealt with and will be taken care of. It looks like it's over, there's nothing more that's going to come of this, so I would put it in Fizzle tier. However, because it builds up to the message after it, I'm just going to put it in Cringe tier. Alright, so the next comment is possibly the biggest plot twist of all time. I straight up jumped 5 feet out of my chair when I read this. All cartoony sound effects and everything. Basically, we find out that our protagonist, the angry employee, is not finished yet. He's still ready to go on and troll the communities of WIZARD101. He still has control. He's not over yet. This message, easily Exalted tier. No question. Alright, so the next message that we're given is, come into room 102 and I'll beat you up. Now, unlike the touch the fountain to get crowns, this message is indeed true. I tested it out myself and I got beat up. Very badly. I'm looking like that one guy from the SpongeBob episode about chocolate. Yup, and I am in immense pain, and for that reason, I'm gonna put it in Cringe tier. Now you might be wondering, Superstitious, how come you didn't put it in Fizzle tier? Well, technically, he is being honest. If you go to room 102, you will indeed get beat up, so for that reason, I decided to move it up a rank and put it in Cringe tier. Alright, so in the next message, he is telling the WIZARD101 community to split up and form teams, and then the team with the most people will get their message sent. Now, I really respect what he's doing here, him having people split up to form teams, and then he'll choose one message to send out to the entire server. I think it's great that the people get to have their voices heard. I really respect that he's doing this, and for that reason, I'm going to put it in S tier. Alright, we only got 3 more to go. We're almost at the finish line. The next one we have is from King's Isle. Servers are going offline for maintenance in some amount of minutes. I'm gonna guess that's what it says. Now, this message is obviously Fizzle tier. It's very boring. It means no more fun from our angry employee anymore. There's nothing really to unpack. It's not that interesting. So, yes, that message is going in Fizzle tier. Alright, so the penultimate message from our hero is, this game is shit in red text. Now, I respect his ability to come out and say his opinion with confidence. However, it's worth noting that this is factually untrue. WIZARD101 has no bathroom system or no toilets, meaning that there's no shit in the game. Therefore, the game itself cannot fundamentally be shit. So I respect his opinion, but it's factually incorrect. So for that reason, I will be placing this message in the meh tier. Alright, this is it. This is the last message. It's all been leading up to this, baby. And to tell you guys the truth, I don't know what the hell that says, and I don't feel like taking the time to zoom it in, so I'm gonna put it in the Fizzle category. Alright, here it is, everyone, the finished tier list. I know some of you are probably thinking I put like way too many in the Exalted category, but you know what? I don't care. There were a lot of good messages here, and I think a lot of them were deserving. of the exalted category. Anyway, I thought this was just a little thing that I would do for fun. I thought it would be like really fun, and I had a lot of fun doing it. I hope you guys had a lot of fun watching it, and if you did, please be sure to show your support by pressing that subscribe button, turning on that notification bell, leaving a like, and commenting down below your thoughts and what you want to see from me in the future. Do you guys want to see more tier lists like this? If you do, let me know. Definitely, I would love to do more stuff like this. Anyway, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out!